We are going to, it's going to take days. I got some stuff ordered to kind of fix this up some, but one of the things that has always bothered me was interesting thing about this car. The dashboard originally was vinyl, was ugly, and it only had two gauges, fuel and temp. I have added oil pressure and water temperature, and that's the original fuel gauge, of course. And then there's an amp meter there. But I built this dashboard. I built this from scratch. It was a 1x8 board, and I had some troubles over the years. And you see right there, can you see those touched up places here? They're here and here. They were never lined up well. And then these are my current turn signal things, and they're just sort of junky looking. Down there, there's this is the windshield washer motor. This is an alternator lamp. This is a turn signal, an oil pressure lamp. That's the starter. That's out of a TR6 actually. That's the headlamp thing. Headlamps are interesting on this. They turn them on here, but you also have to turn them on and got high-low on stock. Very interesting, and I put in a nice choke and ignition key thing. So I'm gonna rip all that out of there, okay? And I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna buy another piece of oak, because it wouldn't be so bad if that's all you looked at. And I'll explain the other stuff on the dash too soon. Love that shifter knob, enjoying that. That lamp is out of a Spitfire, but a later year. If you don't know it, you pull out on this to get your fan blower, 2-speed motor going. So many people don't know that. So I'm gonna rip this out. Oh yeah, and the clock. I love the clock. Don't drive it a lot, but boy, she's just a wonderful thing to drive. And if I was 1 inch taller or 5 pounds heavier, I wouldn't be able to drive it. And down there, you'll see there's a switch down there, that red switch. That is the manual fan, because there is no electric fan. There is no manual fan. And I did the remote oil filter on it, and always prime it up before I take it anywhere. But I've done a lot of work on this thing over the years, and so I'm going to rip this dash panel out of here. Probably we'll pull the steering wheel off, just to kind of make it easier on me too. These things are very fragile, just like in a TR4. The turn signal stalks are very, very fragile. This dashboard I did not make. It was too easy and cheap to just buy one. I was surprised by that, because that's not always true. This car is interesting in that it has overdrive. This car has a 5-speed Mustang gearbox in it. I think they call it a T5. And boy, I had the body tub off this at one point. But I don't think I ever made a video about making this dashboard, but it's a very tricky endeavor, because as we know, got to clean up from making the table. Got to put all that stuff away too. Oak comes, at least at big box stores, 3/4 of an inch wide. That ain't no 3/4 of an inch wide on that dash. I forget what it is. But you have to make very tall cuts here. Very dangerous work. You got to kind of bite at it. And it's very, very, very dangerous stuff. So I will do it. I will recommend that you do not do it. But anyway, that Triumph thing over there there's off a 1956, 55, 56 TR2. And I've had that for so long, I decided, well, that was kind of cool, so I stuck it over there. But I gotta get rid of that. That's just driving me insane. And like I say, you gotta look right at it. So, the little blue dot there, of course, is your high beams. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I kind of like the blue dot there. One of the complaints I have about my BMW is that my height and driving height, if I'm comfortable at night, I drive sometimes at night, the steering wheel's right smack dab in the middle of the high beam indicator, so I have to move the steering wheel up to get to it, to see it. We're all blind people. Those have xenon, so they're pretty heinous on the oncoming, so I don't want to do that. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna go get a piece of wood. I've got nothing right now to do anything on it, so but we're gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. Let me turn the air compressor on. It's time to take out the Jaguar, and I've got to go to the post office. Don't you hate going to the post office? I know you can get stamps anywhere, but that gives her a nice little ride. And I haven't done anything since I put the windscreen on it, the new windshield. I'll just have to correct myself. I guess it's potato, isn't it? So looking forward to taking her out. And but I got to get the air compressor on and check the air. So the Jaguar's going out and this going out, and then we're just going to stick on topic on this thing. But I just got to do it. I can't stand it anymore. So I regret deeply that I messed it up, but I did. So, and those two holes were the turn signal things, but they were cattywampus anyway. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's move along. It's a good idea to close your windows at this point. Okay, on the road to get the 1x8 by whatever I get of oak piece thing. Sure, it's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be worth it. Gonna be kind of worth trying to figure out how to get this wood to match too. But I think I'm gonna do that with some amber shellac. Shellac's so easy to work with. That goes in easy. You don't get too dark too fast. All right, so here I am at the place. So a piece of that 1x8x6 is $51. So look down here, and I need something 8 inches. My fingers reaches tippy to tippy is 8.5. Well, it looks like these are 30. These are $19. Let's see. I don't think that's oak. It might be. Well, so 19. That's all I need. That one don't feel right. That one's not very uniform right there. Okay. Oh well. It's kind of rough feeling too. I kind of like the little bird's eye look on there. It's got character. It's kind of checked and split right there, but that's okay. I'll probably be cutting that off because I gotta make this a dang sight thinner. Dang, don't you wish? I guess they don't make that by 8 because it would cup, check or something, whatever they call that. I'll mess up. So okay, well here we go. This will be fine. So it's a 1x8x2. Gotta have it. Gotta match the other woods. Dang, 50 bones for that thing. Sheesh. Well, it's going to be a dark and stormy night. They say starting at midnight, so we'll see how that goes. That was a rooster. They're trying to get their flock back up down the street. Well, as you can tell by the chattered up edge there, I decided to go with the other piece because those checks in there were they were like 3/4 of the way in. And I just wasn't going for that. So we got this. So we're getting ready to take the dashboard apart. I gotta send some pictures to Mick. See, I think that's just amber shellac, and I think I have some. I should have some. If I don't have some, I'll get some. There it is right there. Let's see. Oh, I've been working on the siding over there, so got all this in the way. Okay, all right, okay. Let's see how much of this I got. Now see, you can just put a little bit of this on. Okay, let's put it here. All right. Yeah, I got tons of that, so I didn't even bother to look. I figured I did. So this is going to be what's going to get us. I got to turn this on. It's an AGM. Oh, yeah, I usually will just disconnect them. Okay. Oh, look at that. I got to clean my battery post. All right. Okay, that's disconnected because we're going to be under the dash. Let's get the frog tape out. And that's going to be right here in my world anyway, so I can mark everything. And let's get, I think I want to take that steering wheel off. I think I mentioned that the other day. So let's get the micrometer over here. You know what? I don't think the horn in the TR4 works. So, you know, let's just go look at that. Let's put that right there. And we're going to drop this bonnet down in a minute. Let me check that. Did I have it in here? No. Alright, let's see if the horn here blows. Howdy, Mark Taylor. Alright, the battery's reconnected. I think I fixed it. Let's see if we did. Yep, I did. Okay. Just it didn't work for so long, I guess. I don't remember when I fixed it. Okay, it's fixed. Back to the Spitfire. Okay, so we could measure the thickness here, but I just kind of want to take it out and put it against the blade. So let's start taking her apart. I remember this was hard to make right here. This was real hard to make. This was real easy to make. That is the cutest thing. If you've never seen it, if I remember, I'll show you how it works. So I got to take the choke cable loose. That's no big deal. So what else have I got to take loose? So we're about the oil pressure. Okay, well let's just see what it's like here. And I got my tape to mark everything with. But first, let's get the steering wheel off. And these just generally just kind of pop off there. Oh, come on, baby. And there's a little thing in there. There you go. All right, put everything in there, and you'll end up with one of these. Ooh, that one needs a little graphite on it. That's the little thing, and it goes in a particular way. So let's get the steering wheel in order. You can see where I've marked things before. So we're going to mark one, two, I'm going to go right here and right there. Okay, I'm going to turn the music down before I get in trouble. Before I get in real trouble. Okay, so this is 1 1/16, which would be 27 millimeters. Okay, 27 or 1/16 fit perfectly. I'll put another mark up here, and then I'll give it a little tap, a little love shack tap there, and then put that down there. See how much better that is to get to? Well, go figure, huh? Alright, what was I going to do? I got to take the choke cable loose. Okay, well, let's go do that then. Well, everybody's different on that, so you know where it is. I don't think I need to show you that. Once again, this is the problem. Okay, so here's the choke cable, and it goes through there. It's going to be terrible. It ain't going to be too terrible. Okay, I got it marked right there, so where it goes back on again. So, not too terrible. I need to drape something over the carburetor. Birds get in here and I don't want anything to happen. All right, so we got our mark here and here. Let's get this thing off. Okay, making progress here. We got the green for the oil. We got the red for the alternator out. We've got the light switch, the lamps, side things. So this is the double red on the single side, the single red up high. I got white marks on those from a long time ago. And then wrap them there. Just leave those there. But I'm going to have to take this off to make this hole here. Now, you see I got it at an angle? I kind of like that. Originally it was up and down, but you know, I can do whatever I want to do. Do whatever I feel like. So the trick here now is going to be the wiper switch. And wipers on this work fine. Got to know about these things. There's a little button up in there. And I'll do my best to, but sometimes, see, it just comes right out. But what can happen to you, and it's a real horrible day, is sometimes the little button will fall out because that spring right there is, you see that little spring thing? And then all you gotta do is loosen this bezel. And then you just sort of eat this elephant one bite at a time. And it just feels heavy here. It just feels like real heavy weather. What's that song? Weather Report. Look that up. I think it's a heavy weather, good song. Oh, look at that double cut I did there. How did I do all this? So yeah, you don't want to disconnect them wires, so you don't have to. But you see, you got to get it lined up just perfect, because you'll see why in a minute. Okay, and I'm not going to take these out until I have to. This is the starter button, and that should just come out. Okay. See, a lot of this you got wings to go with, but you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about here. All right. I don't know. I don't remember how the windscreen washer switch. Like, you need that mostly because you can't put the top up on this car because it's not here. You just end up spraying your face. But I don't know. I just wanted to have it to work. It's sitting there, and it does work. All right, now I've got to pop the button out of this one, and then we'll get it around up here in just a minute. This is going to be a multi-part thing because this takes a lot longer than you're figuring out here. Okay, I think I got the tachometer ready to come out. Right, there's a lamp up in there. Look, I used some telephone connectors, and all right, let's get that. Well, that was nice work there, wasn't it? Don't you wish you'd have thought of that? Well, I don't drive it much at night anyway. Okay, well, I tried pushing on this and then I remembered some things, so I'm going to have to just pull this out. Now let me tell you something, gang. When you're dealing with these stiff cables like this, or any cable, wear eye protection. It'll poke you right in the eye. So here you go, you can hear it coming. And I got a feeling I'll be able to feed it back in again, I guess. If not, I'll just get another choke cable. I think it'll be fine. All right. Okay, because I was under an MGA dash one time and I had one poke me in the nose, and I thought an inch or two either way. My PD's not that unusual, but okay, so that goes there. So now we can pull this back out of here. Well, I guess I don't have to, and just leave it there. So it don't really matter because it'll be close enough. See, it's nice, getting nice and loose now. Now let's go for the clock. So the reason I have black tape all over that because I have an LED light in there. The reason I put an LED light in the old tack is because this speedometer is so bright. I remember that. I remember all this stuff as I'm doing it now. So I don't have far to go. And we'll get her going here. We'll have her off here in a minute. And then I'll probably, I don't know. I'll just see what I'm going to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I gotta get the high beam indicator out of there. How did I do that? I think that is also, now I was looking at getting the bigger indicator things, but this dash is so small, it kind of seemed crazy to put a bunch of big things in it. So, well, let me work on this with both hands. Okay, we're about done. I'll let you know when I get it out. So I need to go get another wrench. It's like Spock's brain. You just got to do a little bit at a time. I said this is 23 millimeters here. So that's kind of for my notes, not for anybody else's. So let's see what that's close to. 7/8. Okay, and okay, let's just keep these handy. Well, yeah, that was just a dash cover. So okay, let's get that off. And so all I got is the high beam, the clock, the turn signal indicators, and the ignitions thing. Hopefully I don't have any wires to take off there. I don't think I do. Okay, well, so this is it. All right, let's see if I can get it out of here. I think I've got everything undone. All right. Ta-da! Now y'all know what these little, that blue and the red and the green are. It's out of an old speedometer from the inside. So you gotta have that thing there. Good golly, what a complicated life I live here. So, all right. So now you can see. So this had, remember from the factory, it had one single indicator. I think it was over here, so I don't remember where. It's up in the attic, but it ain't worth going up there to look at. I'm gonna have to duplicate that almost exactly, other than the mess ups there. So we're just gonna do it like that, and we're gonna take a picture, and that'll be our thumbnail, because I'm thumb body. Okay, a couple of notations. I don't care about the green things coming out. That's okay, don't matter. My little green jewel, those are called jewels, by the way. Little green jewel broke right here, but I don't care. I got an oil pressure gauge. I mean, I might not even put that back in. I'm thinking about not putting the windshield washer thing back in it, like I said earlier. And I probably want to find a better place for the, there's not a high beam indicator on this crazy thing. All right, I don't know if I want to do anything right here on the new one. Yeah, the jewel, that green jewel just fell apart. Of course, it's only, what, 55 years old. So I think we'll be okay with, oh, I really didn't, all right. I don't know why I stuck that on there, don't need it. Then we'll put it here. So that was, this thing here was stuck here and then glued onto there for whatever reason. You don't need any of that. The instruments will hold it in there just fine. So I'm thinking I can move this clock down. It looks like, I don't think I did that. So it looks like, let's get the clock. Plenty of room for it. It doesn't need to be that. I'd rather it was a little lower. Okay, so fine. Okay, just notes and notes and more notes. So, all right. All right. So let's clean this up some more so I can go over there. I guess. I don't know how I did that. I guess I did it with a Dremel. See, I had to do inset. Let me take that out. So this is, I went to some trouble there. Okay, but anyway, do it again, I guess. Unless I can figure some other way. So you got to have that to, you got to have this ring here locked in. So when you turn the wiper switch, like you're going to be doing that either, I guess that's possible. You want to make it right. Then it won't twist on you. So that's sort of a locking mechanism there. Okay. Bondo fix it right up, huh? Well, I think I can go over here now. Let me take a picture of this and send it. I just want to pop them green things out of there. I don't know why. I just want to get that out. Okay, over at the table saw, and there you go. I'm going to got to pick your best spot here. So down there's no good because you can see that got rolled. And so I guess we're going to make this the face of it here. So that means we're going to cut it this way. So what we got to do here is put this in here. This is a terrible, terrible cut to make. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. Lock her down, locked and loaded. Okay, a little bit of drag there. So you got to remember what your front is. So your front is going. I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna cut to here because I'll have places to grab hold to, and we're not gonna take that big a bite in oak for sure. So let's drop her down, and we're going to just take a little nips at a time. Front. So this is like, I think it's 7 3/4. Is that right? Well, it says 8, but it's 7 3/4. I think. Well, let's just look at it. Ooh, 7 1/4. Well, I thought it was more than that. No wonder it kind of looks funny. I thought it looked kind of funny to me. Okay. Well, got enough to work with. I wish I had one of them uppy, downy, drilly drum things, but I don't. Okay, so we're going to check this one more time. Okay. All right, there's no fouling on the glue there. You know, that's kind of a funny looking piece. I think that'll look good on my wall up at the house. Kind of like that. Oop, let's turn this off. Okay. Well, I'll set up and we'll do her. I think I'm gonna, let's see, I need noise abatement. And there's my full face mask. The only bad thing about the full face mask is it's kind of hard to see out of it. I think I'm gonna do that here. That's gonna be my first bite. Oh, let's do this. This will be fun. Since I really don't have to cut the piece out first. Let's see how, I don't know how tall this goes. And so we're probably going to have to get a handsaw. So it'd be 3, I don't know how deep this is. So we're going to miss it by some, I have a feeling. Yeah, by a whole lot. So we're going to get 2 1/4 out of that. I think that's all I can get. This is certainly, well, no, it's keeping it going. Okay, well that's going to be all I'm going to risk. Because kickback on this will really kill you, boy. It's 2 1/2, so that'll get me 5. So there's going to be a big part of the inside of this that is not going to be cut. It cannot be cut with the table saw. So we're going to have to go over here and get this, the old grape neck. Some organ donor out there. All right, so get the grape neck ready. All right, let's make our first cut and get this way back down. Let's get all the, I don't want anything bugging me here. So, okay, so this is going to go that way. So just, so this is going to take a good long time with as many cuts as I've got to make. And I'm going to just get a track first. So we're going to just go right there. I don't know, probably 1/2 inch or so. Okay, once again, do not do this. Okay, I'm telling you. Trying to tell you. I'm going to get the full face on here. First pass ain't going to be too bad. It's when they start getting a little deeper where you... I got so much hair back there. Come on. No stink bugs in there or anything. Alright, let's see if I got it plugged in. Guess I don't. Did I unplug it? Alright, well, a little anticlimactic there, sorry. Okay, I found it. Got it fixed. So, front here, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put a little X right there. And it's going to be the back. Okay. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get it right this time. Go. See, it ain't pretty. What is that? I'm just going to have to do that a whole bunch of times. Okay, you see how high up I am there now? I've been working on it for, I don't know, about 10 minutes, so you can see down the track there what we're doing. I kind of fouled up right there, but that really don't matter because I'm cutting that off anyway. Because this is the bad side, so on the great wall, on the good side. Okay, so we're getting there. Now, let's put this back over here. Yep. Okay. Just kind of keep nipping at it. And oak is so flipping hard, it'll smoke on you sometimes. So I'm letting everything cool off here, especially me. So let me get some air over here and blow this off. And that's all I can do there. Running out of battery anyway. Okay, well, now let's go back over here. So now we go into manual. Okay, and I'm out of battery anyhow, so give us a thumbs up and we'll catch up on the next one. Oh, still waiting on stuff to come in, so that's fine. I got some wiring I want to clean up here anyway. So thanks for spending time with me. Let's hope we all make it through the storm tonight in these parts, and we'll be talking tomorrow. Got a long way to go, but don't have to. At least I got guides on both sides. Well, let me tell you, boy, oak will give you some real splinters. Kind of tore myself up there, but we're all but done here. All right, so let's put this up here, and we'll see about Yeah, we got her. So now we can go to the table saw and cut this off, and it'll fall into 2 bits. Or, yeah, let's try the table saw. I'm not going to freehand that sucker either. I don't know, maybe cut a... I think that gives me a couple of inches to play with. Okay. All right, let's head on over there and do her. Okay, don't run your blade too high. All right, pull back, start up. Now, I gotta have both hands for this because this is gonna come into pieces. I just have to share the story. I went to the post office, my local post office yesterday, to get a roll of stamps. And they said they didn't have any. And I said, well, what happened? Did they get lost in the mail? And they said yes. So everybody behind me started laughing. And she laughed too. She thought it was funny. And she said, well, I'll have some by mid next week. And I said, oh, good. Are they coming FedEx? She didn't laugh at that, but she laughed a little bit like, real funny. So it's a sad day when you go to the post office. You can't get a roll of stamps because they got lost in the mail. Okay, I just had to tell you that little short little quip there.